how's it going, guys? Interact here, and we're back with more Katawa Shoujo. I've recently posted saying, I should really, don't know how to really start going for Lily's path, but, somebody mentioned that Hanako's and Lily's are kind of connected, so, since I started the actual game again, I might as well, go for it, try to figure it out. But most likely, I'm gonna end up with Hanako's and like doing that type of stuff. So, since I started it, why not, go through it again? Since I feel like I didn't really enjoy the game as much when I was actually reading it before, and since actually doing this visual novel actually kind of gave me a different perspective with this game, with this visual. I need to stop saying game. I've been playing too much games recently, but I should really start enjoying this game more, and see if like relating to each situation and really how would I would take it for, instead of I guess just like I'll just go like the normal way as I did before. But if whenever I reach, I'm planning on doing something once I reach 100 parts for this, for Katawa Shoujo. I'll do a special on it, possibly an hour special maybe, once again, but something will different happen, and so hopefully that happens maybe near Lily's ending. Hopefully that works out well, but if it doesn't, then I'll still do the special thing. But I will, I'm sorry if I'm kind of rambling on in the beginning of this, since I've been recently planning what to do for the specials and whatnot, so hopefully you guys can understand, but I will try my best to go through this again, and hopefully we make it to 100 episodes while on Lily's path. So I'm still loaded, and I think you can hear my mouse again. I should move it far away and then lose it right after I start talking, and now my desk is clustered. Okay, so nobody's room. Every time I hear that song, it's just like, Kenji. Really? Oh god, I can't even speak anymore. A spectacle. Okay, this control is really bugging me. Okay, I'm getting easily distracted again. A bespectacled boy is standing in the doorway. He is looking at me very intently through his extremely thick eyeglasses. Yeah. Who is it? Bespectacled. Oh wait, I think it's like roommate. I think something. Blind? No, at least not completely. Why would he have eyeglasses if he was? He leans closer to me until our noses are almost touching. His breath stinks of garlic. Or is he trying to keep away the vampires? Be like, be gone. Hisao Nakai. I'm moving into the next room. I thought I should introduce myself. I'm gonna scoot. His face suddenly brightens in realization, and he stands back upright, thrusting his hand out in a smiling greeting, almost straight to my diaphragm. Oh, sup dude? The name's Kenji. Hi. I take Kenji's sweaty hand and shake it, still a little rattled by the sudden change of attitude and vehement? Okay, vehement welcome. There were some suspicious looking people going in and out of your room earlier. It was probably my parents. Your parents? Are you sure? Because they could have been some other people too. You can't judge a book by its cover. Well, Harry Potter, congratulations. His out of place proverb is left hanging between us awkwardly as I try to think of some way to respond. I'd say the chances are high enough. He shudders and makes some exaggerated hand gestures. You're a brave man, Hisao. Me? I don't think I could trust the chances. The only one I trust is myself. You, I, and myself. Alright, does that mean I shouldn't get to know you either? He thinks about this for a while. A wise decision. Damn, you are smarter than you look. Probably. What do you like? I hope not smart. Oh, what do you look? Oh my god. What do you look like? I hope not smart. He squints his eyes and leans closer again, but I lean backwards to dodge it. Whoa, back up there, Jack. Never mind. It doesn't matter. With that, he turns, fumbles around. Wow, okay. Fumbles around for a moment in search of the door handle and shuts the door behind him. And he's gone. I slide the key into the lock of the door, marked 119. I feel like every time I say 9, I sound like an angry German person. I don't know why. I just imagine like an angry German person yelling out 9. Is that a weird thing? I think that's weird. I don't know what I'm doing. Whoops. Bleak beige walls, white linen, a desk made of some type of light wood, ugly curtains. Really? Are you gonna complain about curtains? Because if I was in this type of room, I'd be like, heck, I'm gonna go to sleep. It's no one's room, impersonal, like my hospital room was. My bags are sitting at the foot of my bed, looking a lot emptier than they did this morning. Yeah, because your parents unpacked for you, man. Be grateful. The closet is sitting open, stocked with my clothes. Also, it seems that there are a number of school uniforms hanging there as well. A note is pinned to the sleeve of one of the shirts. Hi, Chan. We've unpacked your good things and made your bed. They said that if these don't fit, then you should go to the office tomorrow. If you have any problems, you can always call us. Love, Mom and Dad. Well, at least his parents are caring enough. Well, at least I don't have to worry about unpacking. Don't worry, you will unpack a lot of more stuff. Don't worry. In like 2 weeks, top. I kind of hoped I would have. Then there would be something to do. It's still too early. I put the note down on the desktop and lie down on the bed, feeling drained. I keep, like, every time I record this, I always slouch. So if you guys see me, like, shifting around in my chair, it's not like one of the spinny chairs. But, like, I always shift every time, like, I start slouching. So I'm sorry if you guys hear background noises, because I keep shifting around, and I recently polished the floor. So it's like really loud, and I could slide around in this chair and possibly break my headphones. Lying there makes me want to read something, but I have nothing with me. I wonder if the hospital conditioned me for wanting to read whenever I had nothing to do. Which seems like it's like about 5 days. The restless urge just keeps growing until I have to stand up. Stand right up, sir. Maybe it's stress or something. Or you need to relax more. That's the thing. I was pretty nervous about it before coming and for the entire day today. Too. I still am, I think. Damn. I have to distract myself somehow, so I won't be this unnatural all the time. Clicky click. Why is there $1 under? Okay. Tomorrow, I'll go borrow some books from the library. Are you sure? Yeah, I'll do that. But for now, take your pills, man. The bottles of medication neatly arranged on my night table catch my eye. I pick up one and shake it just to hear the contents rattle inside, and then read the glued on pharmacy label. So I see, like, at my house, I see a lot of, like, prescriptions and everything. So if I ever see, like, a lot of prescriptions, like, I don't know, like, people, like, some people have, like, oh man, I gotta take this prescription. You do not know how much prescription I have in this house. It's weird. Like, all I have is my inhaler, so that's basically my prescription, but I don't really use it since my asthma doesn't really come up as often as it did when I was about 9. No, that wasn't 9. About like 5 or 6. And then since I have my grandparents and my dad who they have to take a lot of prescriptions, so it's like we have like, and my mom does too, so we have like one shelf in the pantry full of prescriptions. It's weird, but it's I guess it kind of works. So you better take your tablets daily to stay alive. I mean, that was the nurse who did that. It doesn't really say that, but it could just as well. It's kind of twisted. Having your life depend on chemicals like this. I resent it a little, but what choice do I have? With a sigh, I begin my new daily ritual of taking the right number of pills from each bottle, being careful to check the correct dosages. I could never take pills. I don't know. I'm not really used to like actually swallowing like pills, but like when it comes to food, Like, I could just swallow it. It's weird. Like, I can't imagine, like, people say, imagine a pill being like, I don't know, like, a piece, I don't know. But, like, I can't swallow pills, that's the thing. Like, so if when I'm older, I'm so screwed when it comes to medications because I can't swallow pills. I lie down again, feeling hollow and uncertain. After that, I keep staring at the blank, unfamiliar ceiling for a long time. I clicked out of the window. I'm an idiot. It doesn't start looking any more familiar, not even after darkness falls and long shadows draw across my room like fingers. It's going to touch you in the butt. No, I'm just kidding. The sheets feel slightly more comfortable, warm and nest-like against the chill that passes for room temperature here. Soon, the lighter shade of darkness that is the ceiling looks like every ceiling does at night, and it becomes the only thing I recognize anymore. The night beckons me to sleep, and I feel the coldness of the unfamiliarity. Wait, I can't. Unfamiliar. IT? What? Unfamiliarity. Okay, screw it. I can't say those type of words because it's like a tongue twister for me, and fear creeping up my spine once again. I keep drifting further away from the world I knew. Don't you dare go cuckoo on me. I'm gonna push my controllers into the shelf more. I really need like a new shelf or something because it's like everything is like all clustered in one area. So like my table's like clustered with wires, with the capture card and everything, and then there's like well, I'm not gonna put anything on the floor. I wake up in a strange room. Really? Are you gonna have amnesia too? Solid morning light shimmers against the light gray ceiling. I had forgotten to draw the curtains closed last night, so maybe This is my room, isn't it? My room. This is the third room this year that I'm supposed to call mine. Okay, first your room at your house, and then the hospital. And now Yamaku gives you a room. Congratulations. You're going up into places. Various things around here remind me that indeed, it's me who is supposed to be the one living here. Nope, just your parents. My bag's on the floor. My new school books on the desk. My numerous medications on the night table. I was gonna say stable. I stare at the I was gonna say table again. I stare at the bottles for a moment, deliberating until I open a bottle, shake out a pill, and pop out a tablet from a foil sheet. So wait. So if this just popped into my head right now. If the nurse's staff is capable of reaching other people's reaching into other people's dorms, so does that mean like if you have like I don't know like 500 yen on the table, could they just unlock the door, walk into your room, take that 500 yen and walk out, which is basically $5? So they have $5 in US and be like, hey, I'm rich. I'm just kidding. I down them with a chaser of water without thinking about the chemistry. You are really much of a science dude, aren't you? My uniforms are in the closet. I sling out from under the sheets and stretch my back before dressing up. Putting on a new school uniform feels like dressing in someone else's clothes. Why would you? The artificial smell of generic detergent invades my nose, but the feeling of fresh cloth against my back is a good one, a natural one. It feels like a school uniform as it should. It's not much different from what I used to wear before. That goes for other things too. So far, this place seems more or less like a normal school. Except for the people. I think back to my talk with Kenji yesterday, Misha's constant laughter and Shizune's sweeping sign language gestures. I kinda lost track of what I was reading. Well, I've only met 3 students so far. Maybe they aren't that normal, but I'm sure others are. Or perhaps people like them are what passes for normal around here. Yeah. What does pass for normal around here? What do people do? Clubs. No, I didn't see a lot of kids hanging around after classes yesterday, so maybe there are clubs. Oh, there are. Wow. If so, I wonder if I should join one. Well, you could do whatever you want because toilet paper. All through class, the question remains on my head, so I decided to ask Shizune about it when we split into groups. After all, she did say if I had anything I wanted to know, I should ask her. Dots. Dots. Sign language. And now she looks pretty angry. Oh, if you're watching it, I'm not gonna put a Juan face on that. She crosses her arms and shifts her gaze slowly to Misha, who looks more preoccupied with trying to grind the eraser of her own pencil so that the top is perfectly evenly flat. And evenly flat. Jeez, I can't read for the life of me. Ow. Paper. Cut. Ah ha ha ha. Sorry, Shichan. Is there something you wanted from me? Oh, I see. That's a good question, Chan. My first thought is that My first thought is that means she doesn't know, which is worrying. Maybe I'm being too negative. Well, anyway, Misha, please don't prove me right. Sign language. Oh, that's right. Everyone is encouraged to join a club. A lot of people do so because there isn't really anything else to do. There are also school events like the festival coming up in a few days. Almost every student in the class tends to help out with it, doing whatever. So, you actually transferred in at a busy time. Maybe you can help out too. Sure. What's the festival about? Okay, I'm getting flashbacks already. Misha freezes. Oh my... What? Ha 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 ha. I don't know, Hichan. The truth is, it's a local event. And I'm not from this area, so wait a second. You don't have a disability. She starts signing desperately to Shizune, asking her to bail her out. Shizune adjusts her glasses at the end of an oddly grandiose flourish and starts signing hard and heavy. Really? I had the most stupidest face on me. Huh? Oh, who cares? Misha puffs out her chest as she shouts Shizune's words out at me with a disproportionate amount of pride. Too loud. I can see heads turning to look in our direction. Not so loud. Sign language. Human beings evolve with each new generation. Yup, because this generation like YOLO swag. I got phones and stuff when I'm like 4 and I head outside. Human beings evolve with each new generation. The ideals of beliefs behind a festival will inevitably change with time. Time. Why, Father Time? Whoops. Now it's about delicious fried food and amusing little games that you play to win prizes. Ha 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 ha. I like fried food. Actually, I was eating fried chicken at Juan's stream. It was pretty funny. I was like, I'm eating fried chicken. Because I was craving it, so my sisters went out and got it, and I was like, yes, my craving is done. The teacher clears his throat very loudly, batting his long wooden pointer against his other palm like a baton. He shoots a pointed gaze at us. He is going to use that baton and be like, police. Also, I don't know. Finally noticing where we are, Misha stifles a yell but quickly quiets down. Shizune doesn't seem embarrassed at all, though brushing it off without a care. We are in the middle of class, and should start working. That's right, Shichan. Ugh. What? That's right. What? Okay, now I'm completely confused on what is she like. God dang it, I don't get you, Misha. Shichan, are you asking because you're interested in joining a club? It could have been my eyes playing tricks on me, but I think I saw a suspicious glance exchanged between them. Misha's tone has also changed, although it does that every other word anyway. Yeah, I was thinking about it. Misha and Shizune look at each other again. I'm about to ask what they have in mind when something dark flutters in my peripheral vision, catching my attention. Out of the corner of my eye, I see the girl with long dark hair get up from her desk and slip silently towards the door. It doesn't seem like she was working in any group, and no one seems to notice her but me. I glance at the teacher who's freaking owls here, freaking 20 W's, also looking at the dark-haired girl go. Why doesn't he say anything? Hey Chan, is something wrong? Do I look as uneasy as I feel? Or as Misha just looking at me, what this is like a tongue twister with freaking looking 2 words later, looking again. Or was Misha just looking at me, looking after the girl who left? No, nothing. And she's pretty happy. Okay. Well, like we were asking, you don't have any plans for lunch today, do you? I thought I would go to the library and pick up some books. Not really. You just screwed up. Do you want to have lunch together then? Sure. Oh my jeebus. Well, yay, wow. Oh my frick. Okay, Chan, perfect. And then we're gonna be eating cafeteria food. Cafeteria food is not pleasant. The rest of class passes uneventfully. The girl with the long hair never came back. Before I have the time to put any more thought into where could have gone, the teacher informs us that it's time to stop working. Stop working. Shizune looks more than a little annoyed that we only just barely managed to finish all our work at one time. I'm just glad we just finished it all. At all. It's not a contest or anything. Ah, jeez. Yes, it is, Chan. Impossible. Really? Really. I've noticed this before, but it's kind of funny how Misha is always waving her hands and sounding like not only everything she says, but what anyone else is saying at any given time. Obviously, it must be so Shizune can understand it. Her eyes dart back and forth between Misha's hands and me. I don't know who I'm surprised to be looking at. I'm talking to Misha, but that might be wrong. Maybe I should face Shizune, I'm used to looking in the direction of the person whose voice I'm hearing, but really? Shizune can't hear me, but it would be disrespectful to talk to her only through Misha. Then again, isn't that what she's doing? No, she's at least she's at least looking at me. This is all very confusing and will take some time to get used to. It's not a contest because contests are competitions over a prize. If there's no prize on the line, it's not really a contest. Shizune's eyes flash dangerously with a competitive glare. She stares at me as if surprised that I'm challenging her. I think maybe this is a contest for her. To her. I never noticed before how dark and blue God dang it. Her eyes are. It's truly an alluring gaze. I'm not surprised. Are you sure, Hichan? Very sure. Do not like when she signs. Ha 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 ha. You're wrong, Hichan, because I don't want to be the slowest one in their class. Therefore, what's on the line is my confidence in my abilities, and the prize is the satisfaction of proving them. Wow. Oh my god. Shizune pushes her glasses up the bridge of her nose in a very matter-of-fact way. And then they disappear. Ooh, spooky. I'd argue more, but the bell rings and she quickly gets up and picks up her bag, looking at me expectantly. A wizard! That's a really weird picture, I have to say. I had almost forgotten that I was supposed to have lunch with them. Sign language. No, I'm just kidding. What do you want to eat? The cafeteria? Ah, that's so plain. Okay, let's go. Really? I completely forgot how idiotic this could get. It's so plain. Okay, let's go. Oh my god. Plain? Well, I guess. At my old school, I like to eat outside near the back of the building. It was a good spot, but I didn't find it until near the end of my freshman year. I wonder if there is a similar place to eat here. Misha seems to imply as much. I just realized, oh wait, no, okay, never mind. I thought it was an ATM machine. It's like, why is there an ATM machine here? Shizune and Misha pull me towards the cafeteria, which is surprisingly not packed. Maybe some students favor eating in classroom or outdoors. I saw some of my classmates had boxed lunches. After we finish eating, Misha picks up where we left off earlier. So hey Chen, you want to know about clubs and stuff, right? Don't you dare patronize me. Right, Chan? Okay, I guess it makes sense to ask first. Exchanging little nods of confirmation, they turn to face me again, and Misha strains her posture as if she's about to deliver a speech. Are you gonna be... Hey Chan, do you have anything you're really interested in? I used to play soccer, but I'm not really into it. I don't follow the teams and players or anything like that. as of late, I usually just read a lot. There is a book club, right, SHICCHAN? Right. But it seems like they have all the members they can possibly have right now. Sorry, Chan, it's a very popular club. Okay. But more to the point, Chan, does this mean that you don't have anything already in mind? Not really. Student council. Great, good, great. That's great, Chan, really great. Haha, waha. I think your disability is laughing too much. Like, I laugh a lot too if something really funny occurs, but like, I can't take this laughter in this speech, in this caption thing. Why is it so great? No reason. Well, Hichan, other than clubs and the upcoming festival, there is one other thing. Student council. I see. I didn't know the school had a student council. That was a very melodramatic setup, though, just to tell me that. I'm pretty sure the two of them know this, because Shizune looks a little embarrassed about it and Misha is laughing. Shizune quickly takes control of this discussion in a manner of speaking. After all, it's still Misha who has to voice whatever she says. Why can't you just talk? Haha, right. Hichan, maybe you should join the student council. They could use more people. Yes, definitely. You should definitely join. Why? Because I'm not a good student and counseling is not my forte, okay? Well, for one, we could hang out every day, Hichan. Shichan and I are both in the student council, with cake. Actually, Shichan is the president. I'm starting to get the suspicion that Shizune and Misha might not exactly be the most unbiased people to talk about this with. As if reading my mind, Shizune quickly adjusts her glasses and signs something to Misha. Ha. I hate you so much. Of course, we're not trying to get you to join just because we would obviously benefit from you joining the student council and therefore have an innocent incentive to try and get you too. So you're admitting to that. God, I can't read. If I can't read, I make a weird noise. I don't know why. No, we admit nothing. I mean, Hichan. Of course, it would be nice if you joined, and we'd appreciate it. But even without all that, joining the student council shows a healthy interest in the workings of one school. Yep, it's true, Hichan. Besides, don't you want to spend time with us after school, Hichan? I'm getting sick or tired of your laughter. I completely forgot how her laughter went, and I'm like, why? I can't tell if she's being genuine or if this is just really good acting. Both of them seem to be trying hard to look their cutest, although they are already pretty cute to begin with. Well, don't you dare go to the dark side. So it's settled then. Welcome to the student council, Chan. What? No. I don't want the student council. No, I hate the I guess the middle school I went to completely made me utterly hate the student council, because they, my generation, the generation I am in right now, is just horrible. I can't stand it, really. I'm fine with any other years, but the 2000s is just like 2010s and so forth is just really annoying. See, Chan, of course it wouldn't go so easily, because 2010 is basically partying until one of us gets pregnant and then be like, hey, I'm on MTV and stuff. Okay, I get it. And it gets quite, obnoxious, because I'm not those type of people oh, YOLO swag, oh. It's just how people act and, show oh man, I'm such a cool person. I wear skinny jeans, I accept that, but I don't act like a total douchebag. That's the thing, acting like a total douchebag against other people's why? It just shows that people will change their opinion on the new generation and see how much dependent they would be or benefit to the actual society. And now I'm just talking about society now. What? Okay, yep, that's right though. It would be boring if it went that smoothly. Oh well, Shichan owes me candy now. Candy? You were betting on it? Hey, my life is not a game here. That's when you're wrong. Shizune seems very intrigued by this when Misha signs it to her. The aggressive glint returns to her eyes. I'm not laughing. No. That's interesting, Chan. Let's play a game. Okay, you're gonna have a jigsaw mask and you're gonna be the... Okay, never mind. That's not what I said. How about rich man, poor man, Chan? If you lose, you have to join the student council. Okay, now why did it sound like a southern person? No, absolutely not. Oh, why not? Well, because you two both have the same incentive and therefore the same goal, which is to get me to join the student council, right? Yep. I'm getting tired of this. Yeah, that isn't my goal. But what this means is that both of you can team up and I'll be at a clear disadvantage, so I will have to decline. Unfair, this is a handicap match and you're gonna be freaking in a ring there's gonna be like a handmade ring with the tables in the cafeteria and you wrestle. Okay, I changed my mind on the wrestling. Hichan, I'm very offended. Are you saying you don't trust us and that we would pull something so disingenuous? That makes me sad. Sorry? It's hard to tell whether Shizune's influence ends and Misha's thoughts begin. In order to atone for hurting a young girl's feelings, you should definitely join us. How does that work? No, thank you. How about a game of paper football instead of rich man poor man? Paper football? I never heard of it. Yeah, it's a game they play in America. You make a paper triangle and then you try to shoot it past goalposts that the other player makes with their fingers. Isn't it cool? It's the ultimate form of competition between two people at champ. Yeah, unless one of them screws you over like, hey, you want to see goal? And then when you're about to make it, oh, and went up here. And it's also played by elementary and middle school children. SHICCHAN, wahaha. That means it's a game that really separates the boys from the men. More like the boys from the slightly older boys. Anyway, I'm not going to play that either. Just the fact that you know about it means you're probably surprisingly good at it. Or you screw Hisao over. Yeah, that's true. How did you know it, Chan? Shizune frowns at Misha, telling me that she probably wasn't supposed to admit that so readily. I wouldn't say that I'm happy with their attempts to get me into the student council, but I'm a little curious about what the student council does here. I've never been on one before, or even known anybody who was a member, so it might interest me. I also kind of like Shizune and Misha, so maybe it wouldn't be so bad. So bad that you're gonna get the power glove. Okay, Chan, how about Risk? The game of world domination. Oh my... I don't know what that is. It's really fun, Chan. You fight for control of the world, with armies and everything. Sounds like Shizune would be good at it. If you want to play, we can after school. Oh really, Hichan? We can play just for fun. Hichan. This is like half tongue twisted. They're both the same. We can just add an S. I just realized that. You just add an S to Hichan. SHICCHAN hasn't played in a long time, so if you want to, there are no strings attached. Well, okay. Okay. Perfect. We'll see you after school in the student council room then, Hichan. Wait, why there? Because that's where we keep the game. What kind of game are you hiding? I grimaced to tell them how much I do not like this, but it's more for a show than anything. So in the end, I agreed, but only after getting Shizune to acknowledge that I don't mean anything concrete, just by accepting to take a look around and play a game with her. Lunch ends and we go back to class. Okay. During the afternoon classes, the long-haired girl comes back and sits down in her seat without a word. Again, no one seems to notice, or if they do, no one says anything. I want to ask Misha about it, but I don't want to be too nosy. After school, Shizune and Misha quickly find me by the first floor lobby and latch onto me, covering each flank in case I might try to escape. I feel a little offended. I don't want to be manhandled, but I've been considering it. Nevertheless, I'm a bit disturbed that enough people have made a break for it in the past that they're on their guard. I wonder why. What's with the escort? This doesn't make me feel very comfortable. In fact, it makes me feel like a dangerous prisoner being transported to his cell. Ha 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 ha. What's wrong, Chan? Apparently, you guys are kind of scary. I'm pretty scared now. That's right, we're just going to go play a game of Risk, remember? I don't know, Misha, this all seems a little sinister to me. I start thinking that when we sit down to play the game, they'll tie me down and torture me until I agree to join the student council. They're gonna twist your nipple and be like, join the student council. If you say no, they're gonna freaking shock it and be like, you're gonna join. And then you say no again, freaking put a water bag, freaking put, okay, I got nothing. Well, that's highly unlikely, but still, for some reason, it just seems like it would be so plausible. Is that windows? Is this a mirror? This looks like a mirror. Getting to the student council room is as simple as turning 2 corners from where we started. What? That's it? This makes you guys being so on top of me seem a little silly. That's not true, SHICCHAN. SHICCHAN says that when their life is threatened, people have shown the capability to pull off superhuman bursts of speed. Life is threatened? Her expression unchanging, Misha signs something amusedly to Shizune, who makes a baffling face and puts her hands behind her back, looking pleased with herself. Yep, it seems like you got a torn rectum right there. Misha feigns deafness and hums cheerily. Stop that. I know you heard me. You have no excuse, unlike Shizune. Shizune opens the door to the student council room. It's a very plain, sparsely decorated room, although it is quite large, maybe even a little larger than a classroom. That's a big table in the center surrounded by chairs, and a smaller desk prominently placed in the back that I assume is Shizune's. There are a few regular desks and chairs stacked to one side as well. Extras, perhaps? Aside from the tables and chairs, the room doesn't have much else to offer. Just a couple of filing cabinets and bookshelves stacked with old school records and documents. Not much else, in fact, nothing else. This is a pretty bleak room. They could at least put a potted plant in here or something, but the most noticeable thing that is this room doesn't have is other people. Are we early? No? What do you mean no? Does it mean nobody else is coming today? Yeah, that's right. I'm not surprised. Before I manage to ask why that's the case, Shizune claps her hands together, very energetically. Hey Chan, let's play Risk. Come on, you promised, didn't you? You have to. You're like a dog. You're like, I want to play fetch. Well, my dog doesn't play fetch, really. Ha ha ha. Okay. Do you want to know the rules? We can explain to you while we set everything up. While Misha is talking, Shizune takes out what looks like a board game from behind one of the filing cabinets and throws it on the table. Well, that's not very nice. Actually, this looks kind of interesting. After Misha spends a little too long for her liking, running through the basics with a somewhat vague and confusing tutorial, Shizune cuts in and declares the game has started, with a decisive motion slicing her arm through the air. That makes no sense at all, okay? Shizune's aggressiveness is rubbing off onto me. I start feeling more competitive than I intended to be when I agreed to this. You are getting into this game way too much. Fallout New Vegas Ultimate Edition, 75% off. Screw you, Steam sale. Halfway into the game, while I try to ponder how to defend against Shizune's assault from 2 fronts, she breaks my concentration by drumming her fingers on the table to get my attention. Why? Hey SHICCHAN wants you to know that you are taking too long to make a move. SHICCHAN also says that she will let you keep Australia if you agree to join the student council. Why Australia? No! How about America? I thought this was a game with no strings attached. Just the fact that she would dangle that over my head as an offer means that she knows I care about the outcome of this game. And anyway, no. SHICCHAN admires your fighting spirit and would be, oh god, and would be a benevolent dictator who will spare your people if you agree to join the student council. Ha ha ha, oh fuck. You're so competitive, Shizune. She seems to take this as a compliment. I would expect the student council president to be a little more magnanimous. She doesn't seem to know what the word means or how is it signed, so she pulls out a piece of paper and writes it for Shizune, who in return signs it back to Misha. Misha presses her index finger against her temples as if trying to physically imprint the word into her memory. Oh. And then a jump cut. Ugh. Suddenly Shizune bursts into a flurry of gestures. Misha looks daunted by the pace of her heated signing. Wait, please slow down, SHICCHAN. SHICCHAN says you're going to lose. Tell her I will crush her world empire with my rebellion. Okay. Those eyes of hers shine like a childlike mischief. Seriously? I completely forgot. Oh. Okay. She says you have no chance if you keep playing like this. No, you won't. Oh, no, you won't. I'd rather not attack aggressively because I don't want to do that. I don't think that's necessary. It's likely that she's just trying to psych me out. Looking at the board again, I have a pretty good defense setup, and I'm not going to wreck it doing something reckless. A few turns later, I lose the game anyway. Shizune adjusts her glasses victoriously and allows herself to tentatively pump a fist in the air in celebration. Are you really gonna do that? Wahahaha. SHICCHAN, you lost when you allowed me to take North America. He lost America. He lost America. How do you... Canadians. I mean SHICCHAN, not me. Getting control of North America is ambitious because it provides a 5 army bonus. But you can attack it from 3 fronts, so you must defend them all. I thought you'd had more guts. How disappointing. Ambition, SHICCHAN. Your play needs to be more daring. Ambition. I get it. I was really excited when you took South America. But then you switched to playing defensively just because you gained a small advantage. That's no good, SHICCHAN. You didn't take enough risks, and when you did, you didn't follow through. That's terrible, SHICCHAN. Oh, that's what they meant by risk. Oh, I'm an idiot. Damn, what's it to her if I play it too carefully? There's no need to rub it into my faces. Wait, what? I wonder if you'd even be any good for the student council. Good. What's this, reverse psychology? I guess I don't have to worry about joining or not in that case. Giving up just like that? I expected more of you. Seriously, is Shizune trying to taunt me into joining the council? Besides, I don't even want to join. It's only my second day. I can't make that kind of commitment. I haven't even taken a look at any other clubs yet, and these two, they're a little weird. Fine, I'll consider joining the council, but I want to take a look at the clubs before I decide. Really, SHICCHAN? You're not just saying that to make us feel better? Yeah. I'm just not sure that I want to. Don't you awe me? Don't you backmouth the word aw? Okay, SHICCHAN, but we're not going to give up so easily. You said maybe. There's still a chance you'll come around. Come on, we could really have fun. We could play more Risk, and maybe one day you could beat me, unless we graduate before that. That doesn't make me feel any less reluctant about joining, you know. Surely you are not that horrible at board games. Maybe we can play a game you know then, to give you a handicap. I might have said that just to make you feel better, after all. Aw, that's cool, SHICCHAN. Dang, I hate talking to this chick. I take a glance at the clock on the wall and I realize I spent a far longer playing Risk than I expected. Sorry, I think I have to go. I wanted to go to the library. It's not closed yet, is it? Shizune scratches her head and gestures at Misha. How hard can it be to determine whether the library is open? There's a clock right there on the wall. It's just right there. It's like, hey, how you doing? It should be, unless the librarian is absent. I think you're right, SHICCHAN. We think the library is open. It's on the second floor. Can't miss it. Do you want us to show you where it is? No thanks. It's okay. See you tomorrow. Bye bye. I still don't know what that is. Like, I know it's a person, but like, the other person is called the wizard, and what's this one called? One flight of stairs up, and I run into problems. The second floor hallway is a carbon copy of the third floor one. Wide, of course, and plain like only hallways can be. The problem is that the library's whereabouts are not as easily determined as one would think. The classrooms are marked with signs stating which class they belong to, but then there is a plethora of other unmarked rooms. Is the library one of them, or is it just somewhere down the hallway? I bet on the latter. Wait, what? It sounds like it's saying ladder, but it's ladder, and choose my direction at random. After I turn around the corner, an unmarked door draws my attention because it's not closed. It's not open either, though, just barely ajar, so that I can see it's open and nothing else. It would make sense for the library door to be invitingly open, and while this one is not quite that, it's good enough. At the very least, it means that someone is inside and I can ask for directions, no matter how embarrassing that is. Is it good? Okay, never mind. I gingerly push it on the center. There you go again with gingerly. Push on the center of the door with my fingertips, every muscle in my arm ready to pull back at a moment's notice. The feeling of being an outsider to the school can't be shaken from my mind, so much so that I instinctively feared doing something wrong by entering. Wow, you could tell that a lot of work was into it. No, I'm just kidding. The door slowly creaks as if groaning from a deep sleep, though it's much easier to open than I'd anticipated. Leaning over and I'm poking my head over ever further inside to gain sight of the room as fast as possible, the meek hello on my lips is quickly snatched away. Transition. Pow. No, I'm just kidding. This is not as I was expecting. I mindlessly let the door open to its full extent, taking in the sight of the solitary figure taking center stage in the otherwise abandoned room. The situation steals my voice, leaving me standing at the doorway staring at the beautiful girl. Evidently, having taken her time to assess the situation, the girl gently puts down her teacup and opens her eyes but doesn't look at me. Hello there? May I help you? Staring directly in front of herself, the movements of her lips seem to break the silence rather than the words. However, it's the soft, measured voice that reminds me she's a being separate from the room itself. Not only is she likely the tallest girl I've ever laid eyes on, but even among the foreigners I've met, she's strikingly distinct. Hi, sorry for intruding. I was just kind of lost. She takes a moment to formulate a response before speaking. Every action she takes feels as if it's carefully choreographed. What? Choreographed beforehand. Care to take a seat? Unexpected, considering that I'm intruding upon her. Thanks. I slowly step towards another seat opposite her, the girl resting the teacup and saucer on the wooden table in between. Wow, I can't read. The way she doesn't track my movements with her head is telling that, and the slight cloudiness to her eyes means she must be at least partially blind like Kenji. Come to think of it, her voice doesn't have any detectable accent either. I guess she must be half Japanese. As I take my seat, her composure takes me slightly off guard. Her air of relaxed confidence makes the silence entirely comfortable. Well, is this comfy? It's like, hey, It's like okay, never mind. The calming atmosphere is so very different from the student council office. I take it you're a new student to Yamaku. Yes. Oh yeah, I just transferred in yesterday. I get the distinct feeling my speech patterns don't match the formality of hers, accentuated by her restrained bow of greeting, one which I hasten to match before realizing the futility of the action. I'm Lily Sato. Pleased to meet you. Hisao Nakai. I'm gonna end it here just because I want to be a total dick. No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna end it here since I've been recording for quite some time, and I should really get to bed. It's like 1, but I'm gonna try my best to actually get this uploaded. Well, I'm actually not gonna upload it anyways, but I guess this has been a lot of progress in one session. So hopefully this kind of makeshifts everything else. So I hope you guys enjoyed Katawa Shoujo, and as always, I hope you guys have a great day. Then I noticed that one of the girls seems to be missing. The thumb of her right hand. It's a little jarring. How come this handsome devil doesn't have his own story? Oh, she does. Wait, no, that's not a rip. That's not rip pants. That's like my mom has one of those. It's like it keeps you